Hello, welcome back to my channel. This is a quick little video. My name is Lynn and I'm glad you're here. Oh, mercy. Alright, forgive all this. I just got home from work. But I got a letter that I opened last night. And I wasn't going to post anything about it. I took it to my manager today at work and I said, what's going on with this? And she kind of just said, no, it's nothing. It's just the normal course of things. Well, I don't know. I mean, I know that like last year with the whole bankruptcy, it was a restructuring thing and a lot of people were freaking out that, you know, Joann would close back then. Well, that was just a restructuring. This bankruptcy is different in the regard that it is a, they're selling us. So, it's not a matter of a guarantee that, you know, we're going to be open. I'm still hopeful. I'm so hopeful. Because like I told y'all in that other video about this bankruptcy, that I found my niche, you know. And I enjoy working there. I really do. I love the people I work with. And the customers are awesome. So, but anyway. I didn't think I was going to post anything about this, like I said. But just in case. I told y'all that I would keep you updated. And, you know, my manager didn't say that we had to keep this hush-hush. So, I guess possibly because she said that it was no big deal, that, you know, she didn't think that it would be a big deal to post about it. So I got this letter, which is very common when your company files for bankruptcy. And it's just a disclosure about the hearing. So, I don't think there's anything in here that I couldn't say. Because it's talking about the bidding for the auction and whatnot. And it's talking about the stalking horse bidder, which, like I told y'all before, is the... Oh, my words aren't working, I'm sorry. The liquidator. Okay. Let's see. Okay, so they're having a hearing in February to consider the bidding procedures, because there must be another person, another company interested in us. Maybe. Then it says, I'm not gonna, you know, I'm just gonna flash it up real quick. There you go. It has, because I don't know if this is confidential or I really don't. I don't know if it's filed. So it's probably a matter of public record if you're interested in going looking for it. But here it says it's got date and times and it has event or deadline for that time. So on February 12th at 5 p.m. the bidding stops. The bid deadline, that's it. Alright, February 13th, notice of winning bidder and cancellation of auction if there is no auction. But that makes no sense to me. And then February 13th, the following day, is sale objection deadline to the stalking horse bidder, which is that liquidator. So, if no one bids and they have to accept the offer from the stalking horse bid which is the liquidator, if someone has an objection to that, that's when they have to be notified by that day, the next day. Then it says, if there is an auction, that'll be Valentine's Day, February 14th at 10 a.m. And then at 10 a.m. on the same day, if there is no auction, it's a sale hearing. Okay? If there's an auction, February 15th is a notice of winning bidders. So, if there is no auction, February 13th is the notice of winning bidders. And if there is a auction, then February 15th is the notice. And then there's a sale objection on February 18th. That's the other deadline for if there is an auction and they object to the winning bid. And then it says, if there is an auction, the sale hearing is on February 21st. So, y'all have those dates. February 12th, February 13th, February 14th, February 15th, February 18th, and February 21st. So, my question, and I didn't really get a good answer, but this is in February. Why are they telling us March 15th? Unless they have to do the 30-day thing. Like a closing on a property or something. Maybe a closing on this kind of sale requires them to have 30-day notice. I mean, a 30-day period. I don't know. Oh. Okay. Well, I'll tell you this. It says, please take further notice that copies of all these documents filed in these Chapter 11 cases are available free of charge by visiting cases.ra.kroll.com/Joann 2025. So that's a matter of public record. You can go look at what I have in my hand. And maybe that will help, because I'm confused. I was under the impression that it would be March 15th before anybody put their hands up and say, yeah, we want it, But it makes sense that it would be finalized on March 15th. See, I thought the deadline for everything was March 15th, and then it would be finalized after that. So I thought it would be like, a couple weeks to a month after the March 15th deadline. But nope, doesn't look like that's the case. So it probably will not affect us until March 15th. By us, I mean us as a team members and employees and customers. Now, I had a comment on my last video for this that was talking about, as long as it's not Michael's, because Michael's bought out AC Moore and closed them down. I didn't know that. I did not know that. I knew AC Moore had been bought out, but I never was aware of who did it. And yes, they did. Whoever bought them out did close AC Moore. And I would hate for us to be a casualty like that. If whoever buys us out, if it does happen to be a competitor, they would be very smart to keep Joann as Joann and maybe refine it a little bit better. I would definitely keep the fabric and the yarn section top notch the way it is. Maybe some small other crafts, but I'm telling you, in our store, those are the two biggest things that sell. It's amazing that why Joann as a company has diverted and diversified so much of the product line that by the time you think about all the purchasing power that you have to buy the stuff, I mean, we're not Hobby Lobby, so we don't need all the decor. I mean, Joann at its core was a fabric store. And then they, if I know my history right, and I might be wrong, I'm not saying that I know everything, but then they brought in yarn. Well, if they had stuck to that, I think we would be in a lot better position, but they didn't. So I'm hoping that if a competitor or someone like that does buy us out, they'll be smart, leave us open, because that's just another stream of revenue that those that do not like Michaels or do not like Hobby Lobby will still be able to have purchasing power locally. Because we all know fabric and yarn, it's a textile thing. You need to see it. You need to touch it. You need to feel it to see, is that the right material that I want to work with. And we already know about dye lots and everything. And computer screens, phone screens, they distort colors like you wouldn't believe. But I've really held off mentioning this in my videos only because of this. But we're going to see how this shakes out. And I'm definitely going to be checking to see what happens on these deadline dates and see kind of what's going on. Because there's a whole lot of information that I did not read last night. So I'll probably take time after I finish recording this. I'm going to try to go ahead and get it uploaded today. That way it can get out there. And again, this is all information that I'm sharing, and you can take it as you want. It doesn't mean that we're closing on these dates. It's just these dates were not what I originally heard, so I wanted to come on here and say, look, this is what I got in the mail. And I told you I would keep you updated, and so I did. Now, I got my needles. So I am going to... Oh, I broke my needles on my machine. So I'm going to get over here and finish some bags. And yeah. I need some maker therapy. And I think that's just the ticket. So I hope y'all have a great afternoon. Do something that brings you joy, because I'm about to. I will see y'all tomorrow probably, because that's when my next video will be coming out. I'll see you later. Bye.